How's the ankle?
What's that?
How's the ankle?
It's good.
I'm sorry, I got to ask about those boots. What's the story?
What's the story behind these?
Yeah.
Well, recently I joined a fraternity, so yeah, this is kind of a little symbol that all the hard work and just being a new person.
What's that like in that with the backfield, the running back room? I mean, Nick talked about it this week. This time last year there were so many questions, and now it seems like so many answers.
I don't know. It's a lot of guys. We'll be at practice, and I kind of look back in the line, and it's like we got this many guys. But there's a lot of talented guys, a lot of guys that are ready to work hard. The new guys have come in, and they really adapted well to the mindset and the just kind of how we do things around here. So all the young guys are doing a great job. Old guys, we're trying to get back to where we were and be better than we were last year, as well as lead the younger guys. So I think we're going to become a really tight-knit group and try to work towards being a explosive unit this year.
Damien, you had maybe a different situation this year than last year at this time. Where have you looked to maybe get better, certain areas you want to improve on, things like that?
Just everything. I mean, there's never anything that you can't work on. So, I just try to look at working on any aspect of my game. One of the biggest things I want to improve is my leadership, just because I haven't been in a role where I had to be a leader necessarily. But now we got so many young guys and, guys like me and Bo, even Josh, who's just going to be a sophomore. We just have to be leaders because we got so many younger guys. So everybody has something that they want to work on. People make goals and put them on their mirrors and look at them every day when they wake up. So there's never something that you can't improve on, and we just try to work on things every day.
What's different about Brian Dable? We don't see him much. We don't get to know him. What do you see behind the scenes?
Every coach has a different coaching style. Everybody has their own personality, their own persona that they bring. But he's a real high-intensity guy, and he really emphasizes attention to detail, focus, high energy on the field, attention to detail in the meeting. So he just brings those good qualities to our offense, and I think he's done a great job coaching us, and we all really enjoy him. So I think things will go smoothly here in the future.
Did you have any of that Belichick in him?
Well, I don't know, because I've never been in a meeting room with Coach Belichick, so I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
Is he different from Wayne then?
Like I said, everybody's different. Everybody has their goods and their bads. So.
How did you process the OC changes? I mean, obviously the quick transition to Sarkisian. You think he's going to be your offensive coordinator going forward, and then all of a sudden, he leaves for Atlanta, and then you got a new guy. I mean, how is that for you?
I mean, we didn't really have a choice but to just kind of accept it. But you just got to have a positive outlook and be like Coach Saban wouldn't put us in any sort of position that wasn't beneficial for us, and that's how we looked at it, that he was only trying to do what was going to help us be the most successful. So at the end of the day, it's what he says.
What were those first meetings with him, first discussions, when you did kind of meet him for the first time, and how'd that go?
I mean, he was trying to get to know us just as much as we were trying to get to know him. It was kind of a community effort to try to establish ourselves as an offense. We wanted to show him what we could do as players, and he wanted to show us how he was going to coach us. So we all kind of just had to come together. The first couple of days weren't necessarily perfect, but we had to come to the conclusion that when you got so many new moving parts that it's not going to be that way, but if you continue to work on them, then things will get better. So as time has gone on, things have gotten better for us, and really doing what he's asking us to do, and then him coaching us the way that he needs to coach us. So I think things are going better.
How was last season for you, rushing for 1,000 yards and all that? And how can you build on some of that success you had last year?
Like I said, there's always room for improvement, and there's plenty of plays, plenty of situations last year where, looking at it on film, I didn't do the right thing. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. So just looking at those things, I know that there's always something to improve on, and even the fact that I had a little success, that just makes me want to have even more success in the upcoming year. So, like I said, you can always get better, and that's what I'm trying to do.
The new quarterback you guys have is a left-handed guy. What's different about that? The way he throws the ball? Is there any differences between that and a right-handed guy?
I don't know. They just throw from different hands, but as far as anything else, I don't really know.
What was the national championship game like for you? It seemed like Bo kind of took over at one point, and then so what was that experience like for you?
I mean, losing the national championship with 1 second left on the clock, I still don't know. I remember people were asking me about it in the locker room right after the game. I didn't know what to say, and now I still don't know what to say. But it's a tough game, and we're just looking to be in a position where we never have to deal with that anymore.
Does that give you motivation coming into this season?
Definitely. Just think about it. 1 second on the clock, national championship, and you lose. It's just not something that you ever want to feel or experience again. So we're doing everything that we can in the off season, upcoming, to make sure that we won't be put in that situation anymore.
I know offenses evolve, and it's really, really early, but how do you think the offense is going to be different this year, just in how you go about things and say from the past?
I mean, we just want to be better. We want to execute better. We want to play better. We want to be a more dominant offense, whether it's the run game, the pass game. We want to be better on all cylinders.
You mentioned looking back and seeing more guys behind you. What's your first impressions of some of those younger players?
I mean, they've all come in and done a really good job of working hard, developing the mindset that they need to have in order to be successful here. Just doing all the little things, whether it's coming to meetings at the right time. Sometimes we'll have early meetings just to get the younger guys kind of caught up quicker. But guys are doing the right things, so I think they're putting themselves in a good position to be successful here.
As the person coming back with the highest returning yards, how do you kind of embrace the sharing the ball? Because it kind of looks like you guys might kind of like share the ball as a running back.
When you develop such a close relationship with the guys in the room, none of that matters. Who gets the ball more, who has the better stats. So the more close we get, the tighter of a group we are, the more that none of that matters, and that's what we're trying to do.
Okay.